Well, here we are at Waffle House, or as I like to call it, the happiest place in the world. We'll have to go in there and have some waffles. Heck up so you can see the whole sign. Waffle House. As I said down here, I'll see y'all inside. Well, here we are inside of Waffle House in Springdale, Arkansas. As I told you before, better waffles you will never find. I spit for evidence. So I have some bacon and sausage here. It's Jimmy Dean brand sausage. You ever see that Jimmy Dean Tasteless commercial? Stricken 1997. It's one where he puts down Lunchables and he says, saw some in the grocery store yesterday. Did not believe it. Crackers, cheese, a little bit of meat. They called it a lunch. And that's not a lunch. Jimmy Dean Tasteful Meals. 2 hearty sandwiches. Fritos corn chips. Oreo cookies. Tasty full meals. So, with that said, I'll show you the right way to butter your waffles. Waffles not correctly buttered, plus every individual square is full capacity. Or as close as you can get anyway. I actually don't have enough butter to completely do this with each waffle, but I don't want to annoy the staff by asking. Oh, thanks. Can I get a extra butter packet?
Yes.
Thanks. You know, I kind of proved myself wrong there because I forgot that I was getting toast too. And to complete the picture, we have our orange juice. Thanks.
Hello.
Alright, so we have butter to the rescue. Now it's time to that butter, the consumption. Everybody started every day with a Waffle House waffle. There would be no war. Look at that beautiful butter. Toast is already buttered, so that works. Jimmy Dean sausage. Never fails to satisfy. Well, it's finished gorging myself here, so I'm going to stop filming now. How will I can be heard? I will see you at my next stop, which will probably be Whataburger. Welcome to the next installment in the Preserve the 80s Odyssey of the Ozarks. What you're looking at right now is a Whataburger restaurant. Now, I've referenced Whataburger countless times in my videos over the years, but this is the first time I've shown one since I don't live within about 1,800 to 2,000 miles of the closest one. If I'm ever married, the reception is going to be at a Whataburger, regardless of how far apart from the actual wedding venue that may be. Looks like the dining room is open here, so if they're willing to let me film, I will film inside, but I am reverent to Whataburger's protocol, and if they request I not do it, I will film it in the car. Across the street is a come-and-go convenience store. Kind of a glib name, I guess. There's a Whataburger sign up there. So, in we go. Well, as promised, here we are inside of Whataburger in Springdale, Arkansas. Have the classic bacon Whataburger, cheeseless of course, and I have avocado added to it as well as mushrooms. Now, in addition to it being just one of the best burgers ever created, one thing I really appreciate about every burger at Whataburger is that ketchup does not come standard. I don't have to go through the trouble of saying no ketchup because it's not going to be there anyway, and that's good. You see they're generous to the meat. Got the bacon here. Lettuce, tomatoes, mushrooms, avocado, pickles, onions, and the mushrooms there. So we do have it all. There is no greater pleasure on earth than that. It is the cleanest, best pleasure. Another thing that makes Whataburger an especially outstanding establishment is that they add some extra salt to their patties. So it's a delightfully salty burger. It just does not get any better than this.
That's a pretty good deal. Yeah, no shit. I don't know, I like going to
Fries are part of the picture too today. Like the burger, salted to perfection, nothing else needs to be done.
I'm on call this week, man. Talk about all that here.
For dessert, there are a couple of pies. And what another thing I love about Whataburger is they can cave into the health Nazis. You don't get baked pies here. You get the deep fried version. Deep fried lemon pie. It looks so good, it makes a grown man cry. Sweet lemon pie.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I know.
You gonna live over there, bro? Or you gonna
Well, it's kind of getting me redundant. Mm-hmm.
Also tastes good enough to make a grown man cry. I'm welling up a bit here, just give me a moment. Alright, back in control of things.
Yeah. Well, then we're supposed to, those first second people coming in too. So shit, it may change again. But anyway.
Here is the apple pie. Deep fried to
Oh, I don't care.
similar
Because you know what, after 10 o'clock,
golden brown perfection.
you're right freaking phone. You know? If someone's blowing you up with a phone, it's kind of hard to say it here. But when it's like a chime, who the hell's going to wake up and hear that?
Simply amazing. Well, there is
Alright, talk to you later, man. See you.
not much more I can say that hasn't already been said. So, with that, I will conclude this quick Whataburger review and just encourage all of you, even if you're not fortunate enough to live within driving distance of one, just get in a plane, fly over. It is worth it. Well, I was going to go to Western Sizzlin'. There's one in Oklahoma City that I was going to go to in 2008. Ran out of time. Tonight was going to be my redemption, but the one here is out of business, so sadly I will not be going there. Instead, I'll be going to Freddy's. Looks like it's a burger place. And then behind me there's this place called Tacos for Life, while the opening tomorrow. Hopefully the tacos will be good. I lost my chance at redemption with Western Sizzling, but let's hope Freddy's can make up for it. We will see. Well, I'll be eating the food from Freddy's inside of my hotel room. Across the street, there were a whole lot of cows. And they were making me feel a bit guilty. I couldn't eat the burger where they could see me. So I came back here. So we will unbox these things. Well, I guess I will. There's not anybody else here. And fries look rather thin, kind of a extreme shoestring type of cut. Very good flavor though. It actually reminded me a lot of the French fries at the Chinese restaurant in the town where I grew up. We have a Chicago style hot dog, and I just splattered the wall with relish. I'd feel a bit worse about the relish splattering if it weren't for the fact that this room isn't all that clean. In the bathroom there are brown smudges all over the sink. I kind of feel more dirty after showering than before. The burners are covered in I don't know what. It's just not very clean. The way this shot is set up, it doesn't look that bad, but trust me, it's more than a bit under pristine in this room. And then the star of the show is double bacon steak burger. Like it when the burger's too wide to fit all the way on the patty. And then there's a root beer too. Looks like this is going to be an exceptionally greasy burger. See how like the fried coating on the sides. Don't know why my voice is cracking so much. Guess I'm gonna be 13 again. But I guess that means to be a very greasy burger, so no complaints there. Well, maybe a double burger, but the patties on here are thinner than an Italian grandmother's patience when you're not eating your dinner. They're very, very thin. These are the fries. And they're somehow dry, despite being greasy at the same time. But with all that going against them, this still isn't a horrible burger. I'd even go as high to give it a solid B. Just looking at the Chicago dog, I'm not as enthusiastic. So I can tell some mistakes have been made. First off, that wasn't relish that I splattered the wall with earlier. That was just chopped onions. I assumed it was going to be relish because Chicago hot dog is supposed to have this sort of light green relish on it. This one doesn't. It's also missing the celery salt, which is what really makes a Chicago dog a Chicago dog. No poppy seeds on the roll. I'm not happy. Well, they do have the tomatoes and the onions, sport pepper, onions, and a pickle slice, so let's give it a shot. They best stick to burgers. The strange thing about this hotel is that it has rooms for deaf people. I don't know what type of special accommodation you would need. Perhaps they have alarm clocks that somehow wake you without making any noise. Like maybe they vibrate you into wakefulness. But people who can hear could use that too. But I guess there's something special about the deaf rooms. I don't know quite what. But to close, terrible hot dog. Average to fairly good burger. Very thin fries, but they taste alright. I guess I'll sample the root beer. I mean, it's just the regular mug root beer that you get from a tap, so I don't think it's going to be too outstanding in one way or another, but I have to try it before I can give an official grade. Running some numbers in my head for a moment. So, on a scale of 1 to 100, if I average out what I would grade each of these 4 items, comes out to 284. So this meal gets a 71, C minus. Could be worse, could be better, but it's food. I will see you again tomorrow.